What is going on, everybody? It is Nidge here, just here to remind you that if you are enjoying the content, to leave a like and a comment on the video. Also, if you want to make sure you never miss anything, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to get all the latest information on what's going on the channel and to get in touch with me, follow me on Twitter. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you in the video. Hello everybody, I hope you're all well and welcome to episode number 3 of The Rise of Dynamo. And we've got a couple of games for you today. The first of which is against this team here, a really stronger Bundesliga / Serie A hybrid squad. You've got a few really good players in there, Benatia, Shaqiri, Immobile, who obviously has done really well for us. But what I've found in games lately, and it's a pattern for every game we play, is that we've been starting really well. And you can see here, Young Min Son, I think it says now, we're just going to call him Son from now on, doing really well there down the line, and unfortunately we just couldn't get the header away, but then we do take the lead after that. Lovely little play from Jefferson Farfan, pulls it back to that man, Alexandru Maxim, who finishes it really well. I spoke in the talk through my team of how well he's been doing for me, but Son here has been doing equally as well. I can see here just tricking inside and outside the players, gets the finesse shot away. It's a really good save from his goalkeeper, and then we actually do get punished for not taking our chances by this guy, by Ramos, who was his striker, and he was to cause us many problems in this game. And it was one of those matches where anyone could have won this really. You can see here it takes a 2-1 lead, Immobile. I didn't want to put a slide tackle in case my man got sent off, or otherwise I probably would have risked it there usually. But from the actual kick-off here, you've seen it many times before on this FIFA, guys. It's so easy to just run through the defence and then just slot it in. It's Mkhitaryan who does it for us this time, but it feels like when you got your kick-off, you don't have any midfield to go through. You're just running straight at the defence, and that's what makes it so easy really. You can see here some more fantastic play from Mkhitaryan, ducks inside and outside the defender, very similar to what Son was doing earlier, and finishes it really nicely as well. Defender probably should have done a bit better, but I'd sort of noticed that this guy wasn't dealing very well with dropping in and out, so I was abusing that quite a lot in this game. But despite the fact we took the lead there, we do end up being pegged back pretty soon after. Ramos again causing so many problems, and it seems as well another thing on this game, if you try and run past the keeper, if you even get slightly past him, they cannot get anywhere near the ball when you go for it. But look at this, Jefferson Farfan. I would say really unlucky, but it would have been really lucky if it had dropped in. And after that, really, this guy took control of the game. You can see here he squares the ball to De Bruyne for a sweaty goal. You can't blame him for doing it, because it was one of those games where you had to be clinical, and I just couldn't get any more chances after this. And we end up going ultra attacking to try and find the goal, and then he ended up inevitably punishing us on the break. Ramos again, who believe he scored a hat-trick against us in that game. You can see it was actually our first loss of the Division 8 season, which is a bit of a shame, but nevertheless we've still got a really good record there. And the next guy we come across here, he's got a Brazilian themed team. Again, he's got some really nice players in there, Hernandez in there, Dante in there, Naldo in there, so a really strong defence. And then Hernandez is a really nice player on FIFA usually. He's got fantastic free kicks and he can cause anyone problems. But you can see here, like I said before, we did seem to be making really good starts, and it's Lukaku who goes on a little run here, gets tackled, but it falls back to us. We knock it across the box a couple of times. Demarkovic, who's at the back stick, who taps it in, and again we take a very early lead, just 2 minutes in there. And again this time it's Christian Eriksen doing work down the side, pulls it back into Romelu Lukaku, tries to get finesse shot away here, and it's really unlucky, just goes wide. And again we seem to be all over this guy at the start of the match, and the pattern we'll continue here with Lukaku going on an absolutely godly run. Should finish it, but for some reason I didn't go for the finesse. I tried to hammer it in, and the keeper saved it. And this is what I mean again, guys, after that fantastic start we do end up being punished. What a finish this is. I wanted to get the replay so you could see how much of a good finish it actually was from a nice angle, but the guy skipped it straight away for some reason. I'd been admiring that for a long time after, but after that it didn't make any difference in the game, because Lukaku just stormed through, and this time I didn't make the same mistake of not finessing. I did finesse, and we take the 2-1 lead, and like I said, that guy is just an absolute animal. For any kick-off that you can see, he goes on a little run with Roberto Firmino, and this is just a little passage of play that I want to show you. That's an example of what I was talking about in the first game, how it's so easy to run through the defence and get a shot away from the kick-off. Well, Joe Hall makes a good save for me, and it just starts off a ridiculous cycle here where he's just getting corner after corner after corner, and this is all from his kick-off after my goal. And in my opinion, there's nothing I can do about any of this. So he's got the kick-off, he's had the shot, he's got the corner. Then it's like any time I'll get any meaningful clearance away, it just falls back to him again. And that seems to be the pattern on this FIFA, to be honest. If you clear a corner, it's never your man there to pick it up. It always seems to be the opposition's man. And in the long run here, we do end up paying the price, because Roberto Firmino gets a goal in a minute. But you can see here, it's just like the pressure and the bombardment on my defence is ridiculous, all from his kick-off. And all from the fact that every time I clear a corner, it just falls straight back to him, which is kind of frustrating. But I mean, you can't win, can you, really, if you're EA? Because on the last FIFA, people were scoring a lot from corners. This year, I'm moaning that the clearances are falling too easily to the opposition. So you can see here, this is where his goal does come. Look, it falls to Firmino on the edge in a second, dribbles through, and just puts it in at the near post. Joe Hart not covering himself in glory at all, which is strange actually, because he's been doing really well for me on the whole. But we have something similar here. Our corner's nodded out, and look at this for a strike from Seamus Coleman. Bangs it into the top corner, and if from his point of view now, when that corner's cleared, you'll see in the replay, there is not a single one of his defenders or midfielders round Seamus Coleman at all, and although it's a really nice goal, it's a great long shot, there's no pressure on him at all. Look, where's the defence there? It's absolutely crazy, but let's not take it away from our Seamus. Fantastic finish, and that would give us the lead, and this is how it would end up being now our game, because Lukaku makes it 4-2 with another tidy finish from the Belgian. Edge of the box finesse, and there is no coming back from that. You'll see in the replay, just managed to hold off the defender with his pace just about. Tidy finish on the edge of the area, gives us the 4-2 lead, and that will also seal promotion to Division 7, which is really cool. Now, despite the fact that I've been doing really well with both teams lately, I do decide it's time for a change, and I'm going to sell my Bundesliga team. I feel that although it's a strong team, I want to move to a different league, like the Premiership, which I've already got obviously, but Premiership is a good example because it's a league where there's lots of room to grow and lots of top class players, which is what I want to try and bring in now. And you'll see here the main man that is going to be fitting in our new squad. I'll show you the new squad in the next episode, but it's all been centred around one particular man, and you'll see just in a second who it is, guys.